Okay, go ahead, Shannon.
We have two lettings today. The first letting is letting 8757, the Forest Park Waterway Project. The first bid we have is Gershenson Construction Company. Their bid is $9,989,220. That's 9,989,220.00. The second bid is from L. Keeley Construction, $9,510,326. 9,510,326.00. The second letting we have is letting
Shannon.
87.
Shannon, so the first bid that you read, the two bids from Gershenson are for letting number 8757 Forest Park Waterway Project. Okay, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the second one you're gonna read now are from letting number 8758 Concrete and Brick Removal and Replacement and Complete Sidewalk Installation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and read the next two, please.
Okay, the next bid, the next letting 8758 Concrete and Brick Removal Replacement and Complete Sidewalk Installation, SP-116. We have one bid. It's from Stika Brothers Cement Contractors. Their bid is $1,317,532.50. That's 1,317,532.50.
And that's all the bids, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for Tuesday, June 6, 2023. This is a public meeting. We just had a reading of two lettings, 8757 and 8758. We also have a hearing today, which I will handle at this time. This hearing numbered 8276 is being conducted pursuant to Chapter 8.24 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. The applicant, Kristen Bauman, doing business as KB Massage and Yoga, is proposing to operate a massage establishment at 6401 January Avenue, City of St. Louis, Missouri, 63109. As outlined in Section 8.24 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis, the Board of Public Service may approve issuance of a license following a hearing if all requirements for a massage establishment are met unless they find A, the operation of the proposed by the applicant, if permitted, would not have complied with all applicable laws, including but not limited to the building, health, city planning, housing, zoning, and fire codes of the City of St. Louis. B, that the applicant and any other person who will be directly engaged in the management and operation of a massage establishment has been convicted of 1, a felony not involving sexual misconduct with children, obscenity, keeping or residing in a house of ill fame, solicitation of a lewd or unlawful act, prostitution, or pandering. Item 2, an offense involving sexual misconduct with children. Item 3, obscenity, keeping or residing in a house of ill fame, solicitation of a lewd or unlawful act, prostitution, or pandering. The Board of Public Service has in its discretion and may authorize issuance of a license to any person convicted of any of the crimes in subsection B1 if it finds that the conviction occurred at least 3 years prior to the date of application and the applicant has no subsequent convictions. The Board of Public Service has in its possession the following documents which are being introduced into evidence. Item 1, a certified copy of Chapter 8.24 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. Item 2, a copy of the massage therapist certificate for Kristen Kate Bauman, valid through January 31st, 2026, from the Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance Division of the Professional Registration Board, Missouri Board of Therapeutic Massage. Item 3, a completed application for a massage establishment license for 6401 January Avenue. Item 4, a copy of the conditional use permit number 131228 issued for KB Massage and Yoga LLC, CO Kristen Bauman, on October 4th, 2022, to occupy 6401 January Avenue as a full-body massage studio as authorized by and subject to the provisions of section 26.80.010 and or 26.80.060 of the revised code and subject to certain conditions. Item 5, a copy of the certificate of home occupation numbered as HO-321-22 dated October 5th, 2022. Item 6, a copy of the transcript of conviction arrest information from the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department records section indicating that Kristen Bauman has no record of conviction in St. Louis City as of April 10th, 2023. Item 7, a letter from the Director of Health, Commissioner Victoria Anwari, dated May 16th, 2023, stating that the community sanitation staff inspected the facility at 6401 January Avenue and found no evidence of health code violations. Issuance of a license for a massage establishment was hereby recommended. Item 8, copies of the public notices for this hearing. And item number 9, copies of letters dated May 18th, 2023, sent from the Secretary of the Board notifying Kelly G. and Kristen Bauman of this hearing. The Board of Public Service will swear in and hear from the representatives from the city departments, followed by the applicant and those in support of the application. The board will then allow those in opposition, if any, to address the board. Today's testimony is being recorded. When you come forward, please state your name and write down your address and be sworn in. As you testify, please direct your comments to this board and not to those in the audience. Members of the audience are asked to remain silent and not coach the witnesses. During your testimony, members of this board may have questions for you. Following the hearing, the board will proceed with its regular agenda. Following the conclusion of the regular agenda, the board will deliberate, discuss, and vote on the hearing. At this time, the board asks the city representative from the Department of Health, if you are present, to please come forward and be sworn in. Is there anyone present here from the Department of Health besides the director?
There is none.
Thank you. Seeing none, let the record reflect that no one is present at today's hearing from the Department of Health. At this time, the representative from the Division of Building and Inspection Zoning section, please come forward and be sworn in. Is there anyone here present from the Division of Building Inspection and Zoning section at today's hearing? Seeing none, let the record reflect that no one is present today at this hearing from the Building and Inspection Zoning section. At this time, the board asks that the applicant please come forward and be sworn in. Is the applicant present?
Yes, she is, President Bradley.
She is present?
Yes.
Is she's online? Okay, great. Kristen, can you please turn your camera on? And can you please be sworn in by the secretary? You're muted. STL TV, can you unmute Kristen Bauman, please?
Will you unmute me, honey? Oh,
Kristen, can you please
Okay.
turn your camera on for us?
Is it video?
Yep.
Can you see me?
No. Let's go ahead and swear her in,
Okay.
Michelle, and we'll go through the testimony.
Hello, Kristen. Would you raise your right hand, for me, please?
Will you help me, honey?
Go, just do what she says.
Okay. Can you see me? Oh,
We cannot see you. We can hear you. So
uh,
if you would please just raise your right hand. The secretary will swear you in, and then I will ask a series of questions.
okay, I'm trying to figure out how to turn my camera on. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. Go ahead and
That's
swear her in, Michelle.
That's okay, Kristen. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give before this board is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Thank you. Please state your name and your address for the board.
My name is Kristen Bowman and my address is 6401 January Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63109.
Good afternoon, Ms. Baumann. I'm Rich Bradley. I'm the president, and I have a series of questions to ask you. If you would just answer them for me, please.
Okay,
How many employees, if any, will you have at your establishment?
just me.
Okay, and do you have your masseuse license by the state of Missouri?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and have you completed a police record check for the purpose of this application?
Yes, I have.
And what were the results of that check?
I have no convictions.
Okay, and then there are 3 questions to follow, so I will cue you one answer. Have you read and will you be able to comply with all provisions of chapter 8.24 of the revised code of the city of St. Louis, specifically item 1? Do you understand that as an operator of this massage establishment, you are at all times responsible for the orderly conduct of this establishment and the acts of any agents, servants, or employees in the operation of this establishment?
I do.
Item 2, do you understand that every portion of the proposed massage establishment shall be kept clean and operated in a sanitary manner?
I do.
And finally, number 3, will you be able to comply with all of the operating regulations for massage establishments as provided in 8.24.130 of the revised code of the city of St. Louis?
Yes, I do.
Okay, is there anything that you would like to state for the board before I open it up for questions?
No, just thank you for your time and sorry about the technical difficulty here.
Okay, so at this time, I'd like to ask if any of our board members have any questions for Ms. Bowman. Okay, seeing no questions, thank you very much. At this time, if there's anyone else in support of this applicant that wishes to testify, please come forward and be sworn in. I don't see anyone on the screen. I don't see anyone in the chat. If you're here to speak in support besides Ms. Bowman for her establishment, please bring it to my attention at this time. Seeing none, let the record reflect that there is no one here to speak in support of this applicant. If you are in opposition to this applicant and wish to testify, please come forward and be sworn in. Again, I don't see anyone on the screen, in the chat. If you're here to speak in opposition to this applicant, please bring it to my attention at this time. Seeing none, let the record reflect that there is no one present at today's, oh, here we go.
Here I am. I
There
figured
you
it
are.
out. Hi.
Okay, there's no one here present to speak in opposition to the applicant. So the matter concerning hearing number 8276 is now closed and submitted. The board will deliberate the matter following the remaining agenda items. At this time, I will ask Michelle to please call the roll.
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis. Aye. Director Hayes. Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Scobie, Director Williams,
Present.
President Bradley.
Present, we have a quorum. I will call the meeting in order.
Regular business from the president. Facilities management contract with Deep Clean and Maintenance LLC, custodial service in various city-owned buildings. The contract has agreed to take all reasonable steps to ensure that MWBEs have maximum opportunity to participate in contracts and subcontracts financed by the city of St. Louis under this contract agreement. ESCO agreement for the Compton Avenue Bridge project number STP-5451602, parcels 1, 2, and 3 by and between the city of St. Louis and Bi-State Development Agency of Missouri, Illinois, Metropolitan District, and First American Title. ESCO agreement for the Compton Avenue Bridge project number STP-5461602, parcels 26 and 27 by and between the city of St. Louis and Bi-State Development Agency of Missouri, Illinois, Metropolitan District, and First American Title. Permanent access easement by and between Bi-State Development Agency of Missouri, Illinois, Metropolitan District, and the city of St. Louis, state of Missouri, acting by and through the Board of Public Service for a permanent and perpetual easement parcels 1, 2, and 3 located at 401 Compton, 3200 Bernard Street, and 3200 Scott Avenue. Easement by and between Bi-State Development Agency of Missouri, Illinois, Metropolitan District, and the city of St. Louis, state of Missouri, acting by and through the Board of Public Service, known as parcels 26 and 27, located at 6478 Terminal Tracks and 601 South Ewing Avenue, federal project number STP-5451602. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission, Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Proportionment, authorizing a Fifth Amendment to ordinance number 65163. This board bill amends the list of approved projects to include the purchase of 5 electric shuttles FY 2023 and increases to the total estimated cost of $1 million. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission, Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, authorizing a Fourth Amendment to ordinance number 67357. This board bill amends section 1 to add the replace switchgear, Terminal 1 apron level center, MTSB-3 project to the list of approved projects. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission, Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, authorizing a First Amendment to ordinance number 69870. This board bill amends section 1 to add the public roadways pavement rehabilitation project to the list of approved projects. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission, Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, authorizing a First Amendment to ordinance number 70140. This board bill amends section 1 to add the Terminal 1 departures bridge over Terminal 1 baggage claim project to the list of approved projects. An ordinance recommending and approved by the Airport Commission, Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, authorizing a First Amendment to ordinance number 70617 and including a first supplemental appropriation to the amount of $60 million. This board bill increases the total estimated cost of the airport projects to a total estimated cost of $180 million. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission, Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, authorized a First Amendment to ordinance number 71005 and including a first supplemental appropriation in the amount of $9,323,256. This board bill raises the total estimated cost of the airport project to a total estimated cost of $150 million. Memorandum of agreement with Southwest Airlines for Terminal 2 inbound and outbound baggage handling system expansion and improvements. Port lease Pen 15 first option, GRG Mary Meacham Trail. The Port Authority entered into, as of May 16, 2013, a new lease agreement with Great Rivers Greenway for property containing the Mary Meacham Freedom Crossing for 10 years with 3 additional 5-year option periods. The first option is before us with an annual rent in the amount of $1. Port lease Pen 30, first option, SCF Lewis and Clark. The Port Authority entered into, as of January 1st, 2021, a new lease agreement with the City of St. Louis and SCF Lewis and Clark Terminals LLC for parking and storage for interior receiving, processing, storing, and transloading of cargo and/or as a warehouse or distribution center for products at number 5 Clinton Street, including the warehouse and other improvements for 2 years and 7 months with mutual options of 7 years and 2 additional 5 years. The first option period is now before us with an annual rent to the amount of $142,045.97. From the Office of Special Events, request the following to be approved, subject to certain conditions. There are 15 special events to be declared as festival zones. Number 1, Gravois Park Activity Day will take place at Gravois Park on June 10, 2023 at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Set up and tear down will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Number 2, Juneteenth Community Celebration will take place at Fountain Park on June 16th at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., June 17th at 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and on June 18th at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Set up and tear down will begin on June 16th at 10 a.m. and end on June 18th at 7 p.m. NIC Juneteenth Fest will take place on Soulard Market Park on June 17th at 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Number 4, Sabayet will take place on Maffitt Avenue between Vanderbilt and Sarah on June 17th at 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Number 5, Whitaker Summer Concert Series at St. Louis Place Park will take place at St. Louis Place Park every Thursday, beginning June 22nd through July 13th, 2023 at 2 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Number 6, Black Wall Street Festival will take place on Dr. Martin Luther King between Hamilton and Killen on June 24, 2023 at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Set up and tear down will be from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Number 7, Rowan Community Center 50th anniversary will take place on Ridge Avenue between Rowan and Hamilton on June 24, 2023 at 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Number 8, Chef Lies Soccer Pregame will take place on 21st Street from Locust to Olive on June 28, 2023 at 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Set up and tear down will be from 8 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. Number 9, Stray Rescue will take place on Pine from Jefferson to 23rd Street on July 8, 2023 at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Set up and tear down will be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Number 10, Museum unveiling of Assay. Number 3 will take place on St. Louis Avenue from Cornell Street to North 23rd Street on July 15, 2023 at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Set up and tear down will be from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Number 11, Care St. Louis Health will take place on Whittier between North Market and St. Ferdinand on July 22nd, 2023 at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Number 12, Bread of Life Church will take place on Prairie between Page and Evans on August 5th, 2023 at 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Number 13, Temple Church of Christ will take place on Dayton from Elliott to Leffingwell on August 12th, 2023 at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Setup and tear down will be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Number 14, Manchester Bike Bash will take place on Manchester between Vanderbilt and Kentucky on August 5th, 2023 at 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Setup and tear down will begin on August 5th at 11 a.m. and end on August 6th at 1 a.m. Number 15, True Gospel Temple Church will take place on 14th Street from Benton to North Market on August 20th, 2023 at 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Setup and tear down will be from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. From the Directors of Public Safety and Utilities, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Request from Metron Surveying and Layout Company to consolidate the two lots at 4325 and 4327 Enright into one lot at 4329 Enright in City Block 4571. Request from G. Paul Associates LLC for a fee simple subdivision at 1298 Hamilton Avenue in City Block 3824. Request from Sterling Engineer and Surveying Company to adjust the boundary at 6827 Dale Avenue in City Block 5604. Request from James Bowles to consolidate the lots at 1800 through 1804 Locust and 1814 Locust in City Block 897. From the Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that one application from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM23-00091 for 1617 South 14th Street. Joint recommendation that one application from Charter be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number CM23-00084 for 1401 Locust Avenue. We have 4 conditional uses from the Director of Public Safety.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Steve Narr, zoning plan examiner for the city of St. Louis, representing the building commissioner. Per board order number 766, transmitted herewith our recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval is recommended for 4 applications. Number 1 is 7420 Michigan Avenue. Number 2 is 8919 Riverview Drive. Number 3 is 6425 Hampton Avenue. And number 4 is 4132 to 4136 Folsom Avenue.
Are there any questions from any of our board members on today's conditional uses? Seeing now, I entertain a motion to approve, please.
Coyle,
Motion to approve. Second, Williams.
I have a motion and a second. And Michelle, I do have Director Hayes on my cell phone, so please recognize him during the roll call. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Scobie, Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, the conditional uses are approved. Hearing number 8276. This is for the applicant Kristen Bauman, KV Massage and Yoga, operated massage establishment at 6401 January Avenue, City of St. Louis, 63109. Just a reminder, this is the issuance of the license. And we talked in the evidence portion that there is a conditional use permit already issued, 131228. There was no one here to testify from health or from the zoning section. We did hear from our applicant that she will be in compliance with all provisions of chapter 8.24 of the revised code. She's the only employee. Her police record check yielded a non-conviction, and everything else appeared to be in order. There was also no one to testify in support or in opposition. So with that brief summary, I will open the floor up for any discussion from any of our board members. There is no discussion. I'll ask for a motion, please.
So moved, Davis.
Second, Hayes.
And just to clarify, that is a motion to approve, Director?
It is, my apologies.
No, that's fine. Thank you very much. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Scobie, Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, it is approved. I'd like to
Thank you.
turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, May 30th, 2023. Are there any questions or any comments on those meeting minutes? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Hayes. And I'm back. Thanks, Rich.
Second, Davis.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson,
Aye.
Director Scobie, Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, the meeting minutes are approved. Today's agenda, any questions or comments on our BPS meeting agenda today? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve Williams.
Second, Davis.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Coyle,
Aye.
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Pearson, Director Scobie, Director Williams,
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, today's agenda is approved. Before I open the floor for comments, I just want to take the opportunity to welcome our new Director of Health and Human Services, Adam Pearson. Adam, I'd just like to give you a couple minutes to introduce yourself to the board and say anything you'd like to say to us.
Sure. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for the welcome and the invitation. I'm meeting a lot of you for the first time. Some of you I've known for ages, including Director Coyle. He and I have known each other since I was maybe in first grade, second grade.
You're aging me.
Friends with his son. I used to raid their refrigerator all the time and ate them out of house and home. So
Motion for Director Coyle to bring slide set of pictures at the next meeting.
So no, it's a pleasure being here. I'm very grateful to have been appointed to this position and get an opportunity to work with very hardworking, brilliant folks. And you know, some of this is new work for me. So I'm just thankful that I'm getting exposure to it. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So thank you.
No, I really appreciate that. And just this, I want to say thank you ahead of time because I know you will be present every Tuesday at 1:45 for these meetings. And that always allows me to have a quorum. So thank you ahead of time for the work that you're about to do.
Thank
And
you.
appreciate it. If there's any questions about any of this, any of us would be more than willing to answer them for you. Please just pick up the phone and we'll be more than glad to help you any way we can. So welcome again. Any other comments from any of our other board directors before we adjourn today?
Yes, Chair. I would just like to make the board aware that this is the first meeting since we started where I was not late with the mute button, that I was directly on time and made my ayes, my yeses, and motions without a delay. I just think that deserves celebration, and I just wanted to bring everyone's attention to that today. Thank you.
Here, here. Thank you. Very good. Well done. Any other comments from any of our other board directors? I want to thank each and every one of you for being here every week. It is truly appreciated. That's how the city of St. Louis gets business done, from the dedicated staff like yourselves and the folks that work with you every day. Without further comment, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved, Hayes.
Second, Davis.
Thank you. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Have a good one.
Thank you.